Let's do this, kids. We're into game number 2 here at the magnificent clash of the Titans, or perhaps of the Meepos, between GamespotAU and also Games on Net.
Well, the first ban will be Obsidian Destroyer.
Yeah,
Would
guaranteed.
destroy, sorry.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteeing you it.
Money back guarantee. You're gonna put
Money
some
back
rares
guarantee.
on that. Easy rares.
They better ban it, otherwise I'm gonna look like a retard. They have to, right? They can't like ban Invoker.
No
and then
ban.
ban
Just
OD.
no ban. Not even bother.
Reserve time.
They're actually going to. They actually might. Because I don't think they're gonna mind game for this much.
AX in chat. I'm sort of reading through. There it is. Oh, man.
I'm the genius, bro. That's the expert commentary right there.
Expert. You make Dennis Committee look like a silly Billy. We've got a
Team ban.
couple of questions in the chat. Guys, I'll try and see what's happening in the chat when I can. And, you know, if you ask questions and stuff, I'll do what I can. Someone said, AX said, so Adelaide actually has a Dota scene. Well, Mark's there.
I am here, and I'll actually, you guys, I'll link to the Dota
Seconds remaining.
Facebook group for Adelaide.
5 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Reserve time.
we had 2 events in the last few months. It's a pretty decent turnout, some good teams. But I really want to get it going because it's pretty hard. Keep talking.
Sorry. So we've got our respect bans coming out from both teams. GamespotAU is going to ban out the Invoker and the Gyrocopter. We can also see that
Team pick.
Team Gone is going to ban out OD. They want to make sure that Kozer doesn't get access to his powerful being of the outworld of OD.
It was the most banned hero in TI3, and that game kind of shows where.
Yeah, there you go. That's...
You just press T, click on them, and then you win the lane.
And like for those of you who may not actually know too much about your Dota, Mark's not even joking there. It's not too hard to be decent with OD. You just need
Yeah,
you need to
if you just play like not over aggressive,
exactly. You just
you
need
just
to
imprison
be
them when they go to last hit. You just imprison them and deny.
yep.
It's so nice.
Just be very careful. Just
Such a
make
nice
sure that
thing.
you're not overcommitting, and just make sure you're timing out your imprisonments and your sanity's eclipse. And he's just a ridiculous hero to have to compete with. So, yeah. But we do see the picks now coming out once again. Lich is going to be picked up by Games on Net. Switching over to the GamespotAU team, we've got Nyx Assassin and Vengeful Spirit coming out. Couple of stuns there. Perhaps another offensive tri-lane on the way. Who knows? We'll find out very soon. And a Bane also picked out. My favorite support hero is Bane. Actually, one of my best support heroes. He's a great hero for dealing with hardcore carries like the Life Stealer. You can also use him to deal with you know, sometimes anti-mage if you have to deal with that kind of thing as well. He's a wonderful support hero.
You just chuck in Feeble on the carry, and they can't last hit.
Yep, that too.
It's pretty good, as Larry David would say. And Tipusaur ban, that's not too common, I guess.
I really like Timbersaur in offlane. I think he's really good.
Yeah, he's kind of a. If you can get an early mana boots and then a relatively early bloodstone, he just doesn't die really.
He just never dies.
Yeah, he has unlimited mana, so
Yeah.
it's a pretty good hero. But I'm personally not a fan of it.
Just another question in chat from Time for Killing. Are you guys new or what? It depends who you're referring to. If you're referring to the players in the game, I wouldn't say they're new, but they're definitely we're not TI quality here. And for myself and Mark, we've both Mark's probably played more than I have, but we've both been playing since pretty early days of Dota 1. And I have, let me just check. I have almost 2,000 hours total in Dota. Dota 2, that is. So
Yeah, let me check. I
I'm
think
happy-
I
I'm
have
happy with
2,000.
that.
I have 1936.
Here you go. Wow, that's actually like, that's almost the same as mine. Mine's 1964.
It's meant to be, bro. Meant to be.
Yeah, it's a match made in heaven. Bans coming out again. We do see the Timbersaw, as we mentioned before. Windrunner, just a lot of off-lane bans coming out from both of these teams. As we said, Timbersaw and Windrunner both really good as off-lane control heroes. Meanwhile, the bans for the Gone team include Weaver and the Darkseer as well. Once again, kind of weird to see that Darkseer make it so far. He's a very strong off-lane hero.
Yeah, but there hasn't been a single lifestealer ban yet, which lifestealer ban or pick,
That's true. That's true.
which really shocks me because it's such a strong, simple hero.
Hey man.
Keep the light. Uh-oh.
Hey man, you have to press that rage button and then right click on someone. Lifesteal is very complex.
Very difficult.
It's very
And
complex.
just toggle armlet on, of
Yeah,
course.
sometimes you gotta press that old armlet button and it just makes it really hard to play. I mean, sometimes I need a break. I need a nap after I play Lifestealer sometimes because I A and then waypoint through the jungle from level 1. And then when you come back after about 15 minutes of going up to the shops to, you know, get some milk and some bread and stuff, and you come back and you're done in the jungle, then you A-click to the fountain. And it's hard stuff. But on a more serious note, Keeper of the Light coming out. If you missed it earlier on, please do have a look at twitch.tv/KOTL K-O-T-L guy. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. A guy, actually, I don't want to say what happened. Just go and watch the VODs on that guy's channel or something like that. But it
I
was,
only watched for a few minutes,
Yeah,
but I think I got everything I needed to know in those few minutes.
it was magnificent. Tide Hunter comes out this time on the side of Games.net. Question from Squirtle the Turtle again. Duck and Mark, who are your favorite heroes? For me, my favorite heroes are Rubik, Pudge, and also what would my one other hero? Probably Bane. What about you, Mark?
According to my Dota most played, my most successful are Queen of Pain, Batrider, and Sand King. And I'd probably say they're some of my favorites. I really, really, really love Queen of Pain. It's just such a... Oh, it's just such a good hero.
I'm probably the worst Queen of Pain player in the entire of... maybe Australia and possibly the world. I just suck. I just can't get the hang of her.
Let's see. Keep it light and no Phantom Lancer pick, which confuses me a bit. I hope they ban Phantom Lancer because it's just such a disgusting combination. I really don't like it.
Guys in the chat, can you tell me out of 10 how much you think Mark doesn't like Phantom Lancer and Coddle?
I understand how Alliance use it because Ake is just a god keeper of the light and Loda is just such a good PL. But whenever they draft it, I just want them to lose. I just cannot stand it. It's just such a boring, dumb combo.
Does get a bit silly. But yeah, we can see a Mirana also coming out. You know, my favorite thing of TI was when Na'Vi was playing Pudge Mirana and using the Mirana on the high ground to Ancient Farm, and then having the threat of sending out an arrow into mid and then the Pudge hook in mid as well from Dendy. That was like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Just this threat of, oh crap, there's an arrow, oh crap, there's a hook, what do I do? And it's like, you can't actually move anywhere. Important to note again that neither of these teams has actually picked up their sort of much more sort of later hard carry here. You can run Mirana as a bit more of a carry as well, but I don't know.
It's a bit of a semi-carry, really.
Yeah.
You can't just build straight carry, otherwise it doesn't really do much.
Yeah, that's right.
Tiny.
Dire team pick.
They could probably lane... Oh no.
We need to see a
Tiny
Wisp
probably
ban,
mid.
and then like a Phantom Lancer ban.
Please ban Phantom Lancer. Please. Even if they don't, yeah, they can go the good thing about Nick's first pick is you can go mid or support,
5 seconds remaining.
and Mirana can go offlane or Mirana can go anywhere really.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, it's
So GameSpot have pretty good drafts. Well, I'd say better than Games on Net.
there's the Phantom Lancer
Yes,
band.
yes.
Dire
Mark's
team
so happy right now.
Cherry 8.
Alright, so hopefully we'll see a carry come out of the GameSpot AU team. It'll probably be something a little bit tougher. Overall, it's a relatively sort of squishy lineup in a way. So I'd kind of expect something more strength related to come out of them. Probably. Okay, or not.
Okay.
Radiant team pick.
And there is the Meepo.
Dire team pick.
Coming out of Games on Net is the Meepo. So we're going to have a very, very interesting lineup here from the Games on Net team, wanting to appeal to the fans right now, I tell you what. And Cherry 8 is going to be the one running the Meepo. So well, it's hard to say, you know, this is their mid laner because I don't actually know. So,
What was that?
well, it's hard to say if it's their mid laner because Cherry was
Yeah,
mid.
I think it'll be. I think they'll just do Tide, Bane, Lich, no tri lane, and then.
Prepare for
Oh no, sorry. Oh man, I'm so confused. Meepo. You're talking about Meepo, right?
Yeah, Meepo.
Yeah. They'll probably just do. I think they have to dual lane. As bad as that sounds, they'll probably do. Yeah, I'm really not sure.
Well, let's
Let's
talk
see.
about. I'll talk who's got who, and then you can tell us what the strategy is. On Bane is Sivagi yet again. He's or not yet again, but again running that very supporty hero. Cherry is going to take the Meepo bottom. It looks like we got Dipper effect on the Tiny. We may have our wonderful Great Unwash picking up that Lich. Bane Williams going to take the Tide Hunter, so it looks like it will be a dual lane. So we'll have Bane mid. Personally, as a Bane player, I really love that. Meanwhile, for the GameSpot AU team, Kozer on the Templar Assassin, Will on that Keeper of the Light, Dorsal Fin taking the Nyx this time, Timmy Yolo swagged 420 no scopes MLG is on that Vengeful Spirit, and Harley has taken a different hero this time, not going to take the Nyx, is this time going to be picking up that Mirana. So it will be a little bit of difference in the way these guys are going to play this. And down at the bottom, they took some illegal steroids apparently. Got to be careful about that.
battle begins for good and all.
These guys now looking for a kill here. The Meepo has been spotted. They're going to try and chase after him. We'll see if they do get the kill. And they will try and chase after him. I don't think they're going to be able to get him though. Cherry just running his way into the side, but is going to take a Coddle Blast in the face. In comes Dorsal Fin with a great impale. Out comes the stun from Timmy Yolo as well, and that is going to be a dead Meepo, guaranteed. But are they going to get out? Okay, they are. I thought they were going to be stuck for a minute there.
It's next thing.
But, well, Lucky going to pull the lane as well, which is actually kind of interesting. Harley up at the top. Solo against the Lich of Great Unwashed, and Dipper effect on the Tiny again. So, again, kind of running their carry in the off lane with sort of a support who should be able to control the lane relatively well. But, I mean, we do have a pause. I totally wanted to see Meepo mid. That'd be hilarious. So just speaking of the lanes again, of course, we saw just a moment ago, we have Timmy, Dorsal Fin, and quite likely that Will on the Keeper of the Light down in the bottom, up against Bane Williams on the Tide, and the Meepo run by Cherry 8. And in the middle will be, again, an interesting battle. Kozer on TA up against Sivagi on the Bane. So, I think, like, so mid lane obviously goes to the GameSpot team, because I don't see...
Oh, I think, I'm going to sound offensive, but the Bane player in mid could play a bat and still lose to anyone in mid, really. He wasn't very impressive last game.
Yeah, he had a little bit of trouble trying to deal with that Weaver down in bottom. So we'll see how Sivagi goes here. But even so, even if it was a little bit more of a sort of like a higher level, let's say it was TI3 again, I think TA would still pretty much cross that lane. I haven't actually seen this like this kind of setup before, but
Yeah, it probably would with the refraction
Yeah.
just giving so much damage
Yeah,
that it kind of nullifies Enfeeble.
And up at the top, Harley. She probably shouldn't die up here.
Probably not. If she gets caught by a toss stun,
Yeah.
then yeah, but
A
that's
toss
pretty
and an
hard.
avalanche, and of course the frost blast as well can be very damaging. But I don't think she'll she shouldn't lose this lane per se. And down in the bottom, this is the interesting one. Of course, the Meepo and the Tide trying to deal with this very aggressive kind of setup here with the Keeper of the Light off in the jungle. Dorsal Fin coming across. There is the Coddle Blast, the Impale as well coming out, but the looks as if Great Unwashed has also moved down here. So try against try. This time Games.net has decided to make a switch, and now, as we see, Dorsal Fin taking a little bit of damage there, but he will escape for the moment.
Yeah, it's a good idea to rotate this Lich down bottom.
Yeah,
It's not going to do anything at top, really.
yeah. Like, Lich is
And
a...
they really need a ranged hero at bot.
Yeah, and Lich is a great lane control hero, but I think up against that Mirana, as you said, unless it's like a really good catch of there's the toss, there's the stun, and then there's the Frost Blast, you're never really going to kill Mirana. But down in the bottom,
Oh, Nova, Frost Nova.
where is it? Not coming out there.
Ooh, huge, good stun.
Great
Nick's
stun.
just said.
Yeah, Cherry 8 in trouble, going to be backing out for now. Great Unwashed is also very low on health. Bane Williams also in a little bit of trouble. Dorsal Fin says it is time to fight, but he is going to have to back off for the moment. Caught by the Cherry 8 Meepo stun. There is the... Oh, wow. Oh, the long distance stun on the Spike Carapace there. Very interesting. But other than that, looks like Koze is really taking control of mid. Sivaji has got his one creep kill in the middle, 14 and 6 for Koze, so it has been a very dominant mid game for the moment.
You could say that indeed.
Sorry, mid lane for the moment for
Lane, yes.
GameSpot team.
And Bane's leveling up Nightmare for some strange reason. I'm not a fan of that play.
He could be using there's a Bane guide that I used once that does say to get Nightmare first and level it up to max straight away, and I was like, no.
No, yeah, that's definitely a no.
Here comes the Enfeeble going out on Koze, but he doesn't really mind too much. Activates a refraction.
Yeah, he still has ultra damage with a refraction on,
Yeah, exactly.
so it's just, yeah, no problem at all.
He could even get a kill if he gets a couple of good splashes with the side blades there. He might get a kill regardless. That'd be quite interesting to see. Oh no, I've got Enfeeble on me. Oh, you're still dead anyway. And here he comes looking for that splash with the side blades. No, goes for the couple of creep kills. Up in top. Harley. Whoop.
There's a big illuminate into a Nick stun.
And there goes Dorsal Fin running his way away. Meepo, meanwhile, trying to escape for the moment, actually acting as a little bit of a bait here. Timmy Yolo now coming forwards, no time to get out of stun, no mana to get out of stun. So no secondary kill there for the GamespotAU team, but they are once again really controlling this lane, forcing the Meepo to back off, and are we going to see another rotation again, perhaps? I think he may be looking to move somewhere, but Bane Williams stuck for himself down in the bottom. That's actually interesting point from Squirtle the Turtle. They need to nerf the mana gain that Coddle gets from Chakra for himself. Is that what you mean? Gains from his own Chakra. Okay, yep. So to punish him from spamming. Interesting thought. It's, I don't know. I think Coddle, he has such power and is such a strong hero in certain situations, but at other times it can be a really, really tough time for him.
I think it's a pretty good hero, regardless. Just Chakra Magic's really, really good. So you can just help out any hero, basically.
Stefan I can't, fix that. That's... I don't know how to fix that up because I'm not actually sure what's causing that. Have you got headphones on, Mark?
No,
It could be that.
could be.
So now we've got a bit of a switch in the middle. Cherry 8 on the Meepo up against Kozer. So once again, not the greatest of fights for that Meepo, but he was having a very hard time down in bottom. Will on the Keeper of the Light. Just posing himself here, just trying to get into position for a big Illuminate.
Yeah, this Illuminate's been pretty good actually so far.
Yeah.
And this one is gonna hit.
And here they come. Very big stun there from Dorsal Fin with the Spine Carapace. Whereas the slow on the TA trap, not even going to bother. Just throws down a couple of shots with the refraction and down
Doesn't
goes
even need-
Bane Williams. Yeah. Not even needed to slow that guy down. So it's quite a very handy gank there. It does free up Cherry to get a couple of last hits in the middle as well. But I mean, he's still going to need a lot to catch up. He's currently sitting at 9/5. For Kozer, who's now back in the middle, he's currently 33-7, doing an excellent job with that TA. And we've kind of neglected the top lane, but this is we can see that Harley is doing an excellent job here. 20 and 11 denies, doing a really good job. Dipper Effect having a little bit of trouble getting in there, getting some of these last hits. Of course, Tiny with his massive amount of last hit power, but it's very slow. Can sometimes be a little bit of trouble if you haven't gotten used to how it all works, but he's slowly getting the hang of it. Currently sitting at 9 creep kills and 7 denies. Down in the bottom though.
This Keeper of the Light is playing really, really well,
Yeah,
actually. He's just being a complete nuisance before 6, and that's all you can ask from a Keeper of the Light. He's going to Bane. Ooh. Hit all 3.
Hit all. Wow, that's.
He's actually, that's actually really, really good.
This guy is a coddle sniper.
He is a god. Dude, he didn't even have vision. He was no-scoping. Literally.
It was literally no scoping. Here he goes yet again, charging up and down goes the great unwashed health. He's getting very, very low there. He's got his headdress, which helps out with a little bit of regen, but I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Because now Kozer is coming across. These two heroes down in bottom for the games on that team are getting very, very low. And I think that, yeah, we may have another gank coming in from Kozer. He's got his double damage. Here comes Will with another shot. Dorsal Fin trying to lure them in. There is a really good impale from long range. Dorsal Fin is going to escape. Kozer comes in. DD and Refraction active. Down go the two games on net heroes down in bottom. Meanwhile, up in top, apparently we had a nice dodge from Dipper Effect on the Tiny there. Trying to escape that, the arrow. I would assume that was what Harley was talking about. Look at the legs. Look at his legs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And, I'm not really a fan of Harley's skill build.
Attacked.
Yeah, me neither. I think it was Max
Yeah.
Leap, isn't it?
Max Leap.
Tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
It's
I
just...
feel sad for radiant structures are fortified.
It's good for escaping, kind of. Not really.
Yeah, it's really, you can't get anything done with it. That's my problem.
Yeah.
All
Normally,
you can do is kind of be faster.
yeah.
But Miranda has awful attack damage that makes up for it with like huge damage arrows and Starstorm rather.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower was always
So
the
you should
weakest
always max Starstorm first. But Miranda's winning top lane, so I guess they can't complain.
Yeah, I mean, I think someone in chat just mentioned maybe she's trying to make it a little bit easier for the games on that team. But here we go, another big fight down in bottom. Cherry 8 caught out. One of his Meepos was stunned, but here come the poofs. And down goes Dorsal Fin to Cherry 8's Meepo. But on the reverse side of that, Kozer was able to get a kill. And coming across, Cherry trying to get another kill. And Great Unwashed is now in trouble. Coddle Beam coming out. Dipper Effect. He comes out to try and deal with this, but just in the nick of time, Harley's ultimate is able to protect them for the time being. Kozer, not done. Coming along, trying to deal with this Tiny. Dipper Effect doing his best to run away, but Kozer, too much damage, too much power. And he's going to escape with ease and a mega kill streak by the 10-minute mark. 10-1 is the scoreline right now between GamespotAU and the Games On Net team. Meanwhile, Harley up in top. You know, she's just sitting there farming, but she's helping out the team, activating the Moonlight Shadow, and really helped a couple of the guys out there.
Yeah, he got a good buff recently. It used to be 150 mana, I'm pretty sure, and 75 at level 3. And now it's 75 at level 1, you can actually get it and not be hampered by it. So it's kind of like Spectre, kind of plays the same role. Like you can just go farm, but still help your team with your ulti.
Yeah, that's right. But now, as we see, a lot of the map control has gone towards the GamespotAU team yet again. You know, we mentioned it earlier, they've just been very good at controlling the early game, and that means that the, well, carries, and I air quotes carries, because, well, basically it's like Meepo and Tiny, they're having a lot of trouble finding some farm. As we can see, the net worth of the Tiny is just sitting down at a sort of mediocre level of around about 1300 at the 12-minute mark. Meanwhile, for Meepo, he's well, he's got a little bit. He's got his tranks. Cherry 8 just doing what he can to try and find some space here. Gonna split up the Meepos, and we'll note that he's got some of the Meepo items there. The Bone Ruins set is coming out from Cherry 8. Very cute stuff, but yeah, I mean, this early game has just been completely dominated by GamespotAU.
I wouldn't call Meepo cute, but
Hey man, he's like a fox or a gremlin or something like that.
yeah, gremlins were adorable when I was a kid.
Hey mate, just don't put them. Wait, what was it? Don't feed them after midnight. Yeah, don't feed them after midnight. Then they're all
Don't beat
fine.
them after midnight.
Yeah,
Oh,
because then they
sounds
turn
like
into the
a
bad
Catholic
gremlins.
church abstinence ad.
Close. Basically the same thing. It's probably what that movie was about. Down in the bottom, we see the Games On Net team is trying to sort of maneuver themselves about. There's actually not too much room for them because the tower is gone. Timmy Yolo swag at 420 no scopes. MLG comes along, throws down a stun onto Bane Williams, and Bane is forced to back off for the moment. He doesn't have his ulti, and as mentioned by Mark, but previously, you do have these situations where people will go for Crack and Shell instead of the Anchor Smash, and that is actually not the most optimal way to level up your Tide Hunter. Always want to go for that. The Anchor Smash helps out with your AoE damage and a little bit of farming as well.
This provides waves have been really, really good. I'm actually legitimately impressed.
Legitimately.
Wow.
Wow, he just got another kill here.
Kill the Lich. That's pretty sick.
This guy is on fire. Up in top, Harley and Kozek cleaning up another tower. So that's all the tier 1s that they have needed to get there. Looks like we will have Harley moving up to, I would assume it's going to be a Manta after she finishes up this Yasha. For some of the other items,
Huh?
Just reading what Will was saying. So Coddle, of course, helping out with the warding. Dorsal Fin is up to his arcane boots and his null talisman. A couple of the other players slowly starting to level up their items. Kozet, you know, he's got his old 14-minute Desolator. So he's having a bit of a fun time. No blink. What do you think of not getting the blink first? Would you rather go Deso first?
Yeah, if you can get Deso first, I think it's better. Because you just, like, free-shot people, basically. So you don't even need blink. And you have good initiations with the VS and the Mirana. So I think no blink is pretty fine.
Will with a wonderful illuminate on mid.
He just wants for the Bane.
That was ridiculous. And yeah, Kozek comes in, cleans up the party. And, well, Meepo goes down yet again. Koza up to a total of 7,400 net worth right now. And the GamespotAU team is going to look to push through the middle. Want to try and take this tier 2 tower if they can. Great on Wash comes along, throws out a Frost Blast. But things are definitely looking in favor of the GameSpot team as they did in the previous game. And, well, there comes Koze yet again. This guy is going crazy right now. 9-0 is Koze on that TA. Gonna teleport back to the tier 1 at top and clean up some of these creeps and continue on with his farming. There he is yet again.
Not looking good. Not looking good at all.
Will comes out. Not bad on the Illuminate. Cleans up creeps mostly. Cherry 8 splitting up the Meepos. If you're wondering what he's doing, he's just giving himself the chance to farm somewhere on the map. You send a Meepo around, and then if needed, you can always teleport back to home, back to one of your other Meepos. Don't let them get wet. That's some interesting wording there, Synthetic Divine.
He's got a vendetta, yeah. Bane is dead. Rip in peace.
Good night, Sivaji.
They just have such a strong ganking lineup with the Nyx and the VS.
Hey man, you're forgetting the Keeper of the Light, who's 3-0-10. That's a great combo, like, for ganking. But yeah, looking very, very worrisome right now for the Games on Net team. I mean, is there anything you think they could do at this point to try and bring this one back? Because it's looking very, very dire right now.
Meepo needs his mech. He's got his mech, but they just need perfect team fights. But when you have a TA and a Marauder, basically all of GamespotAU's heroes kind of don't let you have perfect team fights.
Yep.
So there's not much they can really do.
Yeah, you got the Illuminate, and also let's not forget Blinding Light on the Keeper of the Light.
Illuminate, Blinding Light, Moonlight Shadow, Swap, Spike Terrabase, Vendetta.
Yeah.
They all just catch you off guard or start the fight in a way that you don't want it to be. So unless they can get perfect Chain Frost, perfect Ravage,
Oh wow, not even
not gonna do much.
Not even going to have the chance to do that. Bane gets swapped out. The Ravage does do a great stun, but out comes the Frost there. But unfortunately, where is the Chain Frost? Not even going to worry about throwing out the Chain Frost. For those of you playing at home, if you're going to die as a Lich, sometimes it's just worth throwing it out there. I mean, especially when there are no creeps protecting the opposing
No creeps
players.
and they're all stunned.
Yeah, exactly.
They kind of had to use Chain Frost.
Yeah, that was the point where you just have to do it. Look at Will. He's even teleporting the TA just back a few meters to make sure he doesn't die. Really good stuff there. Great support coming out of Coddle. And you know what else he's got? Have you looked at what Will has?
He has an Orchid, and he's going to get Necromicon next.
Just the old Orchid on Coddle. Having a fun time here. As we said, this is there's no bets on the line. This is all for just a bit of fun between these two teams from the respective websites of Games on Net and also GamespotAU. Having a bit of fun here. It looks as if GameSpot is the one who is having a little bit more fun. Out comes the silence from...
Oh man, I was going to use that joke. Come on. I was like, shut up, I want to use this joke. And then you used it.
The power of
So unfair.
being a solo caster for like 2 years is I can just talk for days, and it goes on and on. But Cherry slowly picking up a couple of items, as you said, got the mech and probably looking to I don't know, what would you go next? Because it's not like you can, it's not like there's a perfect item to go for, because either they're too expensive or they don't actually help you out much at this point.
For Meepo.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Shadowblade is like the ultimate item for him.
Yeah?
But I don't think he'll be getting a Shadowblade anytime soon.
Is this from back in when that was figured out in Dota 1? When people would Shadowblade in and then poof on top of the
Or you get Blink or Lothars,
Yeah.
and you'd run in, and then summon them all on you.
Yep.
And then you basically can kill anyone 1v1.
It kind of reminds me of Shadowblade Dagon on Terrorblade with his old Sunder.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the same concept.
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't seen Terrorblade in so long.
As much as I hate him, I would really like to see Terrorblade come to Dota 2 like sooner rather than later. But I do want techies first. Great Unwashed having a little bit of a hard time dealing with the stuns from Harley, who got the longest snipe you will ever see. Out comes Sivagy and says it's time for a Fiend's Grip on top of Kozair. Out comes the stun. One of the Meepos. Can he get a good net off? No. Harley, is Kozair seriously going to survive this? It looks like the answer is yes, and they will get a reverse kill on the backside there. Dorsal Fin coming across. He is maybe even going to... Oh, wow. Are you serious? That stun from Bane Williams hit... Unbelievable. Anyway, so somehow Kozair survived that the Fiend's Grip. I suppose there wasn't too much else helping out Sivagy when he went
had
for
a full charge of refraction up,
Oh, okay.
so he didn't take any damage from it.
There you go. So there was that, but I mean, also the teammates weren't able to help out too much. There was no one else beating on Kozair at that point, so it meant that, you know, he's stunned for a while, and it just didn't really mean anything. So. Great Unwashed
Gold
actually
lead
eating
is-
the Illuminate.
The gold lead's 14 to, that's 21,000
21. Yep.
gold lead. Someone said it in chat.
XP currently sitting up at 14,000 difference, so these guys have just gone a bit crazy right now. Harley looking for her Manta very soon. We can see that Kozair is now up to the Crystallis and is looking for a Daedalus next.
Yeah, Temporal Assassin's net worth is 11,500,
It's pretty good.
and Radiant have earned 13,000. So he's almost made more money than the entire team combined. That's with the Meepo as well. You
Interesting
can just farm
to
the
think
jungle.
about, yeah. Imagine if he was playing Alchemist. But Kozair looking for a kill on that Meepo. Does have an Invis rune, but unfortunately Cherry was able to blink out just in time, or poof out just in time. 3 Meepos now farming up mid. Hero level does have Kozair sitting up at 14, Harley on 13 as well. The Meepo, of course, doing really well, but that's just how Meepo works, is at level 12. And our support assassinator of Will is the next up in line at level 11, with his total of, how many was it? 4
I've
kills
seen a Basher.
and 12 assists. A Basher Coddle. Only here will you ever see something like that, guys. And now he's going to go into the Roshan. You know what I'd like to see? I would like to see Will take the Aegis. Ah,
He's actually going
and
to.
he's going to get it. Wait, what?
Yes, he is.
Immortality.
I don't even know what's going on anymore, guys. Basher Coddle coming up. And it looks like the GameSpot team may be rotating down to bottom, looking to push in this bottom racks if they can. I mean, if they should be able to get a couple of kills, and then basically once that happens, it's racks time, because they've just got such a handy lead right now.
Yeah, I'm with Deso. And what was the other? Deso is in level 1. So yeah, Deso just helps you burn through towers so fast. And Keep It Alight just clears the waves. And yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Probably a final push right now, I think.
Final
Let's
push.
see, how many kills do you reckon Sentinel will get?
Maybe 1? In comes Bane Williams, gets a great ulti off. Out comes the Chain Frost from Great Unwashed. There are, well, no kills so far, just both kills going the way of the GameSpot team. Harley eventually goes down. Sivagy gets taken out very quickly there as well. Meanwhile, Cherry, he's got one of his Meepos down here in the main base, and Manalik on the other. In come the secondary Meepos coming across, trying to deal with Kozair. Great micro from Cherry to get away one of the damaged Meepos, but a Keeper of the Light Blast, and of course the Deso from long range are able to take Meepo down.
He
And,
crit for
well,
1,000, while the Meepo was in the fountain.
yeah.
So just one-shot him.
So that should be a tower and quite possibly a Rax as well. And the only loss was that one kill on Harley. Unfortunately, she kind of got caught out of position just up at inside the base, getting beaten down by around about 3 towers at once. Meant that she was in a very tough position. Out comes Sivagy, gets swapped around, gets a Fiend's Grip out on Kozair, but unfortunately yet again, the refraction out there. And again, we see that the Dipper effect has been taken out very quickly by that TA, doing ridiculous amounts of damage right now. With the Daedalus, the Deso, and just hitting so hard with refraction as well.
He just one-shot the Tide. Then again, the Tide only has a bracer in a 26-minute game, so...
Had a very hard start. Out comes Cherry 8. Where is the one-shot? Two-shot it is. Splashing across all of the Meepos, of course, are those crits. Fountain farming time. Kozir, is he going to get the Rampage? And that'll probably, like, I don't know. That's pretty much the game done right here in this best of 3 between these two teams. Out comes the stun from Harley. Down goes Dipper Effect. And the scoreline is 37-2. But they have certainly given it their all. The games on that team have given it their best shot. They've tried to come out and compete with the GamespotAU team, who certainly seem to have a little bit more Dota time underneath their belt. They're spawn camping us. But, yeah, pretty much done right now. We can see that Will trying to get a couple of kills out. Actually gets picked up by the Ravage from Bane Williams, but unfortunately not in time. But out comes the Chain Frost, gets a kill on Will, but he has the Aegis. Down goes Timmy Yolos, no swag, 24-20, Emil, whatever it is. And down goes Will. Cherry coming out with the Meepo power. He's going to try and get a kill on Harley, but in comes Kozir. And I think that... Ooh, Nightmare, nicely done. There is the sleep. 1, 2, 3 shot on Dipper Effect. He goes down. Sivaji's next. Despite having enfeebled, Kozir says, I don't care. I'm going to lay the beat down. Beautiful stun from Harley, and Kozir once again a triple kill.
That was about 4 attacks for 3 kills.
Pretty much, yeah. Just absolutely insane.
Pretty efficient.
Radiant's top tower is under
You'd certainly be happy with that. 24-0 is Kozir. He's had an extremely fun time on the OD in game number 1 and now on the TA here in game number 2. Just dominating his lane completely each time. And, well, that's pretty much helped out with giving GamespotAU a really good win in these 2 games. Out comes the Divine Rapier.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Now he could probably, like, one-shot everyone if he gets a crit. Well, definitely one-shot everyone.
I think he can meld crit and probably kill everyone. Yeah, 2 shots at the most.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A tower, holy shit. Oh!
Oh. Nightmare drops the Divine.
You got it.
Wait.
You got it.
Bane's got it. Sivaji's got the Divine Rapier. He's getting hard, that Bane. He's the carry you need. Bane Williams doesn't actually want this tower. He's going to try and take this one down. Denies the tower.
Radiant's top tower was killed by its own forces.
Down in bottom. Will getting chased after by a bunch of Meepos. In comes the big poof. And down he goes. So, Cherry getting a couple of kills. Not too bad. But I mean...
the gold graph. Oh, it's swinging back for the first time in the game.
Ooh. It's going to come back from 30,000 maybe. We'll see. But I think that, yeah, this one's pretty much done right now. As the old AC would say, this one's in the books. But they've certainly given it their all. I do love how they've done what they could. I think... Obviously, there was a few issues with laning, and in game number 1, definitely the picks kind of put them in a very hard spot. But it's all fun and games here. No one's getting hurt. It's all for fun. And that's all what we love about a little bit of Dota 2 and a little bit of esports here. Dorsal Fin picks up the DD. Has a Dagon. He's going to try and roam around to find if there is a kill somewhere. They do know that they're in middle somewhere. Sivaji, Bane, Dipper, Great Unwashed, and also Cherry just sitting around trying to farm up whatever they can. But I mean, the net worth says it all right there. Why is me?
Oh, I wondered for a split second why Bane had such high net worth.
Yeah.
And then I remembered he picked up the rapier. So
In comes Sivaji. He's got that rapier. Can he go to town on someone? He needs to hit. Dorsal Fin takes him out with a Vendetta DD. In comes the Chain Frost from the Lich. It looks like it will be pretty good. Gets a couple of big hits off, but not enough because the GameSpot team is already just too ridiculously tanky. And as we see, Kozir gets a couple more kills. He's up to 26-1. Will is still sitting at 8, but he has 21 assists. This guy has been incredible on that Keeper of the Light, getting some of those big hits off. He's got his Orchid, he's got a Mask of Madness and a Basher, and because of his Mask of Madness, he's now dead. Died to a tower. The manly way to go.
The true support way to go.
Activate your Mask of Madness and just die. That's the way to do it, I think.
Oh man, I really want TA. He has 22,500 net worth. So the Radiant's 24,000 total gold.
Who knows, he might get it. Goes there with a splash, gets one. We'll get two. Cherry wants a fair fight.
So close. GG.
Pretty much it right now. And there it is, game number 2. 50-8 right now. GameSpot takes a pretty decisive victory in this best of 3. Bow down, says Harley. Well, it's all done and dusted. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was a bit of a one-sided affair, but what we love is that everyone is giving it a go, having a bit of fun. Of course, you know, none of these guys really playing for sheep stations or anything like that. And I hope you guys at home watching, or if you're in Dota TV, have had a bit of fun watching. Myself and Mark Onofrio, you can see our Twitters down there if you want to come and say hello. Yeah, well, I'll see. Hang on, let me see if I can get some final words from Harley or something like that.
Somewhat?
Final words.
Oh. We need some post-match statements, yeah.
Yeah, post-match statements. We did have a few technical issues at the start, but thank you for sticking around so that we could clear all of that up. It was actually my fault. I had a shower about half an hour before we actually started, and I kind of didn't really I didn't really have time to prepare properly. But Harley has just said to me the only thing she wants to say is easy. That's all she needed to do.
6 PM.
Very, very BM, but very hardcore, awesome stuff from Harley. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the cast. That was a, yeah, Meepo with the, that's because of the split Meepos, I think that's to do with. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to my channel. You can have a look at Mark's channel as well. Yours is at twitch.tv/FXOFrequency. Yep.
Streaming that top 5 GeoGuessr Oz.
There you go. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all next time.
Alright, see ya.